Well, we are working on the fine print for the agreement, and I don't want to predict when exactly, but it is going to be relatively soon because all the key issues for the review have been agreed as a result of a very successful 2 weeks visit of our team to Cairo. Where we have to do a bit more work is to reflect on changing circumstances. Even in the short period of time between the team leaving Washington and the team coming back to Washington, we have seen the impact of the Red Sea attacks on traffic via the Suez Canal. Now it is almost half of what it was before these attacks started. That has material impact on Egypt because the Suez Canal normally would provide $700 million income every month. Now this income is smaller. So we are reflecting on how to adjust the program in the context of today's developments. And we are also reflecting on augmenting our program because clearly conditions require from the fund to step up more with and for Egypt.
We have heard that the new package stands at $10 billion. Is this accurate?
I don't want to conclude on numbers, but what I can say is that the financial needs of Egypt have become bigger. But also the partners of Egypt are stepping up, not only the fund, the World Bank is engaged with us with the intention to provide significant resources. So is the European Commission, so are the Gulf countries partners of Egypt. So in the end, we will have a package in which the share of the IMF is determined appropriately to allow closing the financing gap.
And you have said that you have agreed on the important things. Does this include the adoption of Egypt of a more flexible FX regime?
Yes, it does include making the Egyptian economy more resilient, and the exchange rate, the flexibility of the exchange rate is a buffer against shocks. I lived in a country that used to have multiple exchange rates, black market exchange rate and official exchange rate, and I can tell you it's a disaster, it doesn't work. So Egypt has to move in the direction in which it is the market that defines the exchange rate. And I want to say to the Egyptian people, it doesn't mean that if the market defines it, it is necessarily going up and up in how much the pound has to stand against foreign currencies. It may be the other way around. I find that this is a topic that the Egyptian people need to place in the context of the fight against inflation. To me, this is the number one priority for the country because inflation has been devastating for the poorest people, but also very bad for the middle class. So when we discuss with Egypt how to go about the monetary policy of Egypt and the foreign exchange policy of Egypt, it is in the context of ultimately having price stability and inflation under wraps.
But the authorities have more acceptance towards a flexible FX regime.
Let us finish our work with the authorities. They are recognizing that there is a need to provide that buffer. The question is how we go about it. And we obviously want to go about it in a way that does not induce pain on the Egyptian people, but over time reduces pain on the Egyptian people.